It's the Cable Show.
Guess I'll grab an Atraxa. Thing to do, huh? Thing to do. Thinking about, man, I'm just building a shitty survival deck. Whatever way we cheat the Atraxa into play, Thundertrap Trainer is probably going to facilitate it. Finding, like, Flash or Show and Tell or Reanimation spells or what have you. I don't think Trainer's, like, a bad pick here, just to match the Atraxa. Hey. Two great tastes that taste great together, huh? What nice thing about Atraxa and Archon is they both help, like, cantrip you into the next thing. So, like, if you bring back one of them, that increases your chance that the other one's going to show up to party. I think there's 3 excellent picks out of this pack. Currency Converter, I adore in my Reanimator decks. With Atraxa here, I would like at least, like, 1 or 2 Reanimation spells in here, even if we're not dedicated Reanimator. And the Converters are just, like, a good value card that can bin if you need to bin. Jace is really good. Jace also fits Reanimator for the same reasons and can be like more of a controlling type card, flashback or removal spell or what have you. And then Melee-Leak's just great, right? You just want early game interaction. I'm gonna lean Jace here. Try and cut blue a bit. Excuse me. Thinking about Miscalc, thinking about Metamorphosis Fanatic. Let's grab Miscalc. Is Damnation good in the cube? It was pretty fucking good against me earlier. I'm not huge on any of this. Could just grab Cut Down, have a removal spell. Could take Pented Prism. Pented Prism basically casts and attracts by its lonesome, right? Another shitty looter. Yeah, the only real interest of Scrubland is that it might help you hardcast Atraxa at some point. That's not nothing. I think I like Deathrite out of this pack. Currently I have multiple looters that might help me activate it consistently. Is it hard for a 4-mana sweeper to be bad and limited? Yeah, I would, what's the word? I would caution against considering Powered Cube limited, like lumping it in with like a regular draft format or even like a Masters draft format. For reference, Modern Horizons 3 had an average game of like 8 turns or something, and Powered Cube has an average turn of like 6 turns. So a lot more close to like a high power or like a faster paced constructed format. Will we see the Fleam? Probably not. Thinking about Lutri. Maybe it's supposed to grab Emperor Bones. He's been like not really impressing me lately. I feel like Emperor Bones is almost better just like as a value card than as a dedicated Reanimator thing. Volborn's a little mopey. Ooh, a Mox. Yeah, I'm gonna grab Mox over Mystical today. That's an interesting spot, huh? Grizzlebrand versus Pluto Delta. I think I'm going to take the Delta. Makes this Deathrite a little bit better. I was talking a little bit about average format speed. And this is what, like... This is what the Arena Cube had. So, like, the average turns is over here on the left. This is just traditional draft for all these formats, right? You got Modern Horizons 3 here, clocking it around like 8 turns. There's other traditional cube decks on MTG Arena, also around like an 8-turn format. And Powered Cube is just like this huge outlier. It's just like not in the same range at all, right? Not the same as a regular limited format here. Even the Horizons draft formats. Ooh, a reanimate. Well, that could be helpful. Thinking about Bone Shards, Tarpon, and Preordain here. Interesting. Monument, I don't mind them trying it out. I do think it's interesting with Bazaar. Just like activating and getting all 3. It does seem like a card that's better in multiples. Like you build your constructed deck, and if you're a Monument deck, you're playing 4 of them. Few interesting cards here. If we do ended up finding the Flash, then World Spine Worm would be quite good. And the fact that it's still floating around means that nobody else grabbed the Flash, right? Another thing, though, is this Shelldock Isle is like one more way of cheating our baddies out, which I kind of dig. I should grab Epiphany. Epiphany's pretty strong. Yeah, give me that one, I guess. Ooh. So a lot of people here would grab the Corpse Dance, and those people are probably correct, but I'm going to take Sneak Attack, I think. World Spine could work with Shellowgrave. Yeah, but you're not getting 5/5s in a turn, right? I've not had much luck with reanimating a creature, dealing the opponent some damage with it, not getting any value out of it, and then passing a turn, right? Like, you're not a burn deck. You're not... Oh, they're at 5. Well, this should be easy. Like, oh, man. Greaves Nadu. I think you just got to grab the Mystical Tutor, huh? Another way to reanimate. Nah, give me that fucking Greaves. Let's go. Let's go. You wouldn't dance with a corpse? Really? I just overpick Sneak Attack, SG Phillip. You don't have to think about it too hard. I just like that card. We'll see if it even makes the cut, huh? Was Jace the Mind Sculptor ever a must-pick in Vintage Cube? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jace the Mind Sculptor used to be very high up on people's top 50 lists. The pre-Oko era. Jace is one of the better things you could be doing. One of the better cards you could play turn 1 off a Lotus or something. People would just concede. It was a different time, yeah. Now someone can brainstorm like 3 or 4 turns in a row and you still just like kill them. Hey, we did find the Flash. In the times before Modern Horizons, when Neri and Oko had ever been spied. What's my favorite color? Not magic related. I'm gonna go with the color of my wife's eyes. How about that? That was pretty good. Hope she's watching. Oh, man. What the fuck do I do with this pack, huh? Still nothing here. What's up, Mrs. DMTG? Fancy seeing you here. Yeah, I wasn't getting much out of that pack, but a Value Leo makes sense. Well, the mana's fleshing out. Oh, shit. We're in this position where we have like a wealth of ways to cheat things in with Flash, Sneak Attack, Reanimate. But we only have 2 things to cheat in right now. I might just grab Oko. Answers a lot of problems for us. I hope that Woodfall Primus comes back. Not only did my wife not get to hear my sweet answer. Oh, she posted. Jace just for old times. Do I even play Sneak at this point? I certainly do. Certainly do. Kind of an awkward Blightsteel. Oh, I saw Mrs. D's comment first. I assume she was talking about Dave. I wonder if we can play Uro here. I guess I don't like it. We have Urborg and Badlands. Hard to have the double green, too. I think I like Loot over Through the Breach. Pretty much the same card. You like Cut and Leovold? I kind of like Cut and Leovold, too. Sometimes he is just randomly really good, though. He's another body for Nadu triggers. Keep my Disruption in the main deck removal focused. You like Cut and Gobin? Wouldn't be a crazy cut. Do we have like looting here? You don't think I should play Damnation in my Nadu combo deck? I think I want it. I think I like it over Cut Down. I don't think I need a basic forest. We have like 4 green cards here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green sources. Not counting like Diamond and Deathrite. For red, I think you also want like 6 or 7 at least. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this brings us to 6. Cool. Black here, I'd like to play 7 or 8. Actually, not that heavy on black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. And then Island needs to be higher than 8. Island needs to be like 9 or 10. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. So we just get to add 2 more mana sources. I'm leaning towards 1 more mountain and 1 more swamp. I do kind of want Through the Breach in here with this Blightsteel. Just having Sneak's a little random. The issue is that Through the Breach just isn't very good. Oh, I wonder if Chariot belongs. Chariot's actually kind of sick. Because it carries a Greaves well, and then you're also getting Nadu triggers. I like that the Thunder Trap can hit it too. I do like having a random white source for Atraxa. There's another couple. Mox Diamond helps with having a shitload of tap lands too. Because if you have a hand with multiple, you can pitch one to Mox Diamond a lot of the time. Moxie D. Fair enough. They just straight up didn't have a land, huh? Ooh. Still gonna lead with this one. Oh, they're mysticaling all right. For flash, sure. What are we flourishing? Tolly. That is a scary card. They found a reanimate and another glyph. Okay. Well, that's a bummer. Very jealous of them playing my reanimate here. Second Atali trigger. Looks like it was a bust. Sneak attack. They didn't want to play sneak attack. Wait, they just like clicked through it. It did kind of look like they clicked through it, huh? Put it in the tank. At least the reanimate cost him some life, so the Nadu pressure is a little real. Metamorph. Oh, Fire Covenant. Okay. Lightning Greaves would have been pretty great basically this whole game, huh? Yeah, they really do. Even among, like, Psytrance, guitar tones and all that. Well, this chariot at least made him think a little bit. Kind of an interesting game. Been very jealous of my opponent's Atali. I would have loved to have an Atali in this deck. Just extremely castable for me, too. Puts me dead to Bolt, I guess. Chariot did used to be through the breach. Yeah, we cut through the breach at the last minute. On board, we have them. Hey, sup, Triflin? What's up, everybody? Hope folks are having a pleasant Saturday. Hope everyone's not too stressed about the season. Okay, that was very weird. I went to crew and it like flashed and then it wasn't crewed and I was like, the fuck just went down. And then it was just a visual glitch and we had won. Nice. All right, I'm actually gonna cut Damnation and add Miscalc. Pretty sure we lose that one if they don't click through our sneak attack. Already regretting cutting Damnation, We're gonna preordain before we serve. Obviously, if we find Flash or Reanimate, that could impact what we want to loot away. Obviously. Why would he even bother to say such a thing? Alright, Gerbil Dude, you gotta play. Oh, it's just the lag. Anytime you see the little spin widget dooley, then it's letting you know that he's got some lag there. Opponent has a Tali in hand again. One preordain. Netherite's good, but I'm gonna double bottom. We're looking to do something a little specific here, huh? A little particular. Suppose. They once again get to flash off. Hit a Nadu and a Mox Pearl, Empty targets, too. Opponent smacking us a little around. Yeah, a little bit, huh? A little bit. Kind of need to find a reanimate here. I don't think the Chariot's going to bail me out this time. All right, Gobbin. I'd like a card, please. I mean, if they didn't have the fucking Atali stealing all my shit, I wouldn't want Damnation. If I was ahead on board, I want them to Atali into my Damnation. This is fine. I'm gonna leave it as is. I'm gonna let it ride. The hand's certainly slow, but like turn 2 counter your thing, turn 3 Okos. Classic. Flossing before bed is arguably the most important time to floss. What is the... I always thought the most important time to floss was right before you went to the dentist. So you get fewer sarcastic comments. The best time to floss is every day of your life. The second best time is now. The third best time is deep in the future. In the year 2069, when the floss beasts attack. Oh, I shouldn't have said all that. I might start a paradox. I wonder what they vamped up. They got an Emperor Bones and a Thieving Skydiver. It'd be really nice if my Emperor Bones or my Reanimate could line up against their Atali instead of this every game. What are the odds, huh? What are the damn odds? Oh, they paid the kicker on Skydiver, so now they're not Emperor Bonesing this turn. There is that, at least. Yeah, what a fucking decision, huh? If you cycle the Xander's Lounge instead of running it out, or if you save it onto the Polluted Delta, you tend to flip the Jace. Flipping the Jace isn't that good, though. I don't have any things I want to flashback. You just be like upticking, gaining a little bit of life. Maybe that's worth by itself, huh? Oh, we can do the block flip here if we want. Oh, we can't do that now. Oh, come on, Mox Diamond. Come on, Mox Diamond. 6 lands, 7 drop in hand. Opponent's hitting us from 8. Just one ruddy, stupid land over here. Just one more fucking land. Come on. They had Flash Atalia every game. Yeah, but they tutored for it. You know, they set up their deck to do that. And it's very good against me. I'm just jealous. I'm just a peanut butter and jellyfish over here. Well, that's fucking interesting. Is that better than just casting an Atraxa? Casting an Atraxa is pretty good. Fucking tapped like an idiot, but that's okay. One green up for the loot, right? Kind of dig Deathrite. Is the music loud? Oh yeah, because I have my fucking... God, how does nobody mention that until we're fucking like halfway through the stream? Yeah, my audio levels were set for, and if there's like a bunch of other folks talking, because on Thursday night, Blood on the Clock Tower, that's what the situation is. There's a lot of folks talking that people need to be able to hear. So I set the audio levels for that, and then yesterday I streamed a variety stream, but I streamed like a very quiet game, so I just like left it down. Thanks for saying something. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Naked Mancer, thanks for the sub, thanks for 36 months. Caleb and Cube. You didn't mention it because I'm still audible and you like the music. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough. Also fair, Monkroll. Also fair. This is my 1 month message to let you know that I only send one message a month. I thought we were just jamming. Yeah, sometimes I do that too, huh? Sometimes I'm feeling the jams and I crank them up. All reasonable. All very reasonable. Yeah, I was there, Quarthian. No, I didn't. I'll turn to Leovold here. Did they remove some fatties? I don't think very many. I think they dropped the 9/9. I like playing the Lotus Petal out here. There's some decks that would duress and like absolutely take the pedal so I don't turn to Leovold. Mana Vault. You got it. I've tapped a land before, I swear. I promise I've tapped a land before. That is the bummer, but I guess I'll draw a card. Oh. Can I get that Lotus Petal back? Going a little bit less exciting against an active Leovold. Mightstone and Weakstone. Alright, chat. Are y'all Mightstones or Weakstones? Bleakstone? Oh no. Just stoned in general. Hey, that doesn't sound bad. Salty rutabaga with the watch streak there. Yeah, I'm definitely on the weak stone side of things. Opponent's certainly holding up potential counterspell mana. Odd little chump. It's rough, but just like jamming the looters into the onboard Leovold doesn't do anything. I'm probably stronger than you. Oh, I believe that. I do try to stay at least stronger than my average viewer. Important for maintaining dominance. What an awkwardly timed flash, huh? Like literally any other turn would have been fantastic. I guess it turns on Fatal Push. So you could flash in the Archon and then Emperor. Yeah, no, that doesn't work because we already used the Emperor. We talking mean or median? Oh, we're talking average. You can pick up a semi-heavy box without groaning? Really? Holy shit. How much do fucking semis weigh? An empty tractor is 10 to 25,000 pounds. One card each turn, So if I do this on their upkeep, I'd get to draw a card. The issue is them finding a counter off of this Consult, My chat all doing their physical therapy exercises. I'm so proud of y'all. Put the rest in the bottom of your library in random order. But they're in the library. They never leave the library with Consult. Interesting. And after all of that, we can finally attempt a 2-for-1 ourselves on their Leovold. Our Leovold. Multiple heating pads. That sounds nice. I've got one underneath my feetsies here. I kind of hate it. I had one that I could just like leave on at a low temperature all the time. And this one just like stops heating after like a certain amount and I have to turn it back on. I've been mocked for having that be like a really fucking big design flaw, but the way you find out that it's not heating anymore is you're fucking cold. It's just like literally not doing the thing that you bought it for. And then you have to be distracted, and I should really just buy a different one, I guess. I really liked the old one. I had one that I used for like, oh man, it must have been like 3 or 4 years. And of course they don't make them anymore. Oh shit, what up? I suppose I can stop whining about my cold feet for a few minutes. To thank I Attack You for gifting 3 months of sub to Frabjust Days. Big cheers. Frab. And Janky Merc, thanks to the sod, thanks to the 16 months. Caleb's a lizard. I am, yeah, Max Lizard. Very dead here. Force of Vigor looks awesome against them. I'm gonna leave the Damnation in. I'm gonna add Miscalc over a Fatal Push. And I need one more cut. Maybe Deathrite. Maybe. It's hard not to be like, oh, I should cut my looters. They were so bad this game, but they were only bad because my opponent stole my Leovold, right? So it's not really a reason to cut them. Your hands and feet like to compete to see which gets the coldest? Oh no. That sounds like a miserable game. Yeah, I used to never want to wear gloves to school. Because it was just like standing outside at the bus for a few minutes, and then you were on a heated bus, and then you were at the school, and then you were coming home on the heated bus, and then you were home. It's like, why do I need these gloves? This is nonsense. I don't need this. Loco's got a bait here. I just don't want the Nadu eating a counter or what have you. I was thinking they would answer the Oko, then I like double looter with the haste grant out, and then finally I Nadu. I don't know what the opponent's up to. Anyway, so I would never wear gloves to school. And then when we were waiting for the bus to come home, I would always get in snowball fights with other kids. And then over the years of doing this, I noticed that my hands started getting like colder faster and faster. Not ideal. I think they call that like frost nip. Where it's not like actual frostbite, but you've done like a little bit of damage. You're a big fan of furry house shoes? I used to like those. They're a little cumbersome. Hey, Eeyore. Why the food token not trigger? That was weird, right? Like, I assume it was like targeted once by the Oko, and maybe it counts that, even though it wasn't a creature yet. But the first time it was targeted, it should have triggered. I guess it's better to hit with this thing. Leave Greaves on Nadu, of course. Because it loses its abilities from Oko. That happens, like, earlier, though. Yeah, it literally doesn't say it. That's wild. I could have sworn I've, like, had Nadu working with Oko before, and this has not come up. Opponent's at 15. I can Deathrite, Greaves, Drain. They're at 13. Reanimated Traxa, and that's like 10 damage. Feels like plenty, right? Should save a Mox Diamond for a Satcom. A Dissolutionist. We already have Lethal. Omnium. Yeah, welcome, Raiders. What was the Dissolutionist jamming? Yeah, run a Death Rate. Give it haste. Drain them down to 13. Use Oko on Gobin. Move Greaves over to Atraxa. Cube for the Cube God. You know it, Eric. Yeah, once you see that the Atraxa plus Nadu is 10 damage and they're at 15, it's like, okay, well, what else can we do here? To drum up a few more points. Do we have a depiction of the Cube God? Yeah, I usually keep a live feed in the top right corner of the screen. Sir Barrington. I'm talking about Sir Barrington. Fearless Looting, not a bad one to bin to Jace. Had to bottom something, though, huh? Gotta bottom something. Currency Converter. Archon of Cruelty. Just out here saying card names. The Stack. A queue with the silver bordered cards. I've drafted one of those before. It was okay. Isn't Comet supposed to be a silver bordered card? This shit again. Comet had the special acorn. Yeah, so he should have been silver, but... Would have been real nice to reanimate that Archon this turn, huh? Where are you going to put your cat token, Caleb? Where is that cat token going? Oh, it doesn't trigger because a card didn't go into a library because they targeted a token. Amazing. When one or more cards are put into a library from anywhere. That's kind of sick for me. Force of Vig, red on time. The churn, the churn. What does this Archon read? Creature or Planeswalker. Okay. We'll kind of have a plan here, huh? We're holding Miscalc up. Next turn, we can Emperor the Archon while keeping the Miscalc up. Oh, they're just swapping thing for thing. Okay. Well, there goes my holding a Miscalc up plan. Yeah, I was looking forward to having that Deathrite mana. Gotta clear the Jace. You know what? You talked me into it. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Spill Skittles, thanks for the sub, thanks for 83 months. And then the Emperor can crew the Chariot. Just a good turn for me, huh? That's a really good turn for me. The cards they discard will, of course, fuel the currency converter. So I'm not going to nuke them down to nothing. Let's send one more attack at Oko. Make sure there's no funny business. Wait, they're at 16? Man, they should all be going at their face. This is going to be 9 damage. They'll be at 7. They block the tokens and take 4. They're at 3. Oh shit, what up? Hey, you dude. Thanks for the sod. Thanks 114 months. And happy birthday to you, you dude. Gargantuan Toidle just finished moving into a new place. Feels good to be done. So much shit. Oh yeah, moving sucks. Moving's the worst. We thought briefly about moving just because, like, we both work from home. We could live someplace with a cheaper cost of living. But moving fucking sucks. And it's really nice here. Awesome little gaming community. Good music scene. What more could you want, Tom? Got everything we want. Hey, Llamas. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for 37 months. Go, Pack, go. Sure. Why not? Sometimes the high cost of living has a return on that investment. Yeah, a lot of times it's like places that people want to live, right? And that's like why it's expensive to live there. Not always, but there's usually a correlation. God, Wanshi seems nuts with Sensei's Dividing Top, So I could play the Mountain and play around Daze. I don't think they're a Daze deck. We haven't seen, like, hardly any counters out of them at all. And if they do have, like... Oh, they can't have Force of Will. They only have one card. Alright, I'll just play that damn Mountain. 6 mana Lightning Bolt to the rescue. Yeah, my opponent's most impressive cards were Wan Shi and Fractured Identity, of course. Spell Pierce is the last one. Nice. Little tropical island here. Just turn 2/4 colors, why not? Sneak's been pretty bad so far. We did sneak once, and like it was at a spot where we could have just hard cast the Damatraxa, and it would have been just as good. Not a bad little hit. Glitch Mob, nice. Yeah, I like some Glitch Mob. I used to listen to this album all the fucking time. Back when I first started streaming, actually. 11 goddamn years ago. I don't think anyone's done anything for 11 years. Nice. Yeah, I like to doing that. Occulting just for 2 there. Makes them want to counter, makes them want to orc me if they're chilling on orcs. And the finale counting means that I can't flip my Jace, right? I'm pretty sure that's true. So maybe better to just hit him with a Malcolm. You think you can flip Jace because it exiles anyway? Yeah, I know it would be a new object. That's why I was talking about the finality counter. That was my reason that I didn't think it would work. Thought it had bounce covered. Chat's telling me that I was simply wrong, which is rough. Gonna have to get a new chat. We've been through a lot too. Hey, Boba Fetty, I'm extremely glad you're with us. You fucking rock. Just always a positive voice in the chat. Hope the holidays haven't been too stressful. Definitely not a damnation matchup, huh? Not for what we saw. Feels good to run out the Greaves. Yeah, we don't care that much if Thunder Trap Trainer gets countered. We're gonna jam it plus Tarp it next turn. Consider it. Consider the following. I gotta work consider the following in my just day-to-day nonsense conversations. Science rules. If you're ever like correcting somebody, that's like the best way to start it. Consider the following. Well, that's bad for me. Inertia is a property of matter. Yeah, I was tempted to serve with the tar pit, but then you're just so far behind if they kill it, right? You're pretty far away from casting your loot. Ah? Oh. Oh. Bill, 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 Bill. Bill Rude, the science dude. Alright, well, there's our cards. Yeah, you're welcome, Mutant Man. Well, it sounds like you have an interesting job, Skittles. Don't love this, because clearly these are the blocks they're expecting. They didn't fucking... Oh, they're just playing a sweeper. I'm gonna make them crack their Lotus Petal. And then I'm gonna untap and draw like 10 cards. That's what I'm gonna do. Aw, I done got Force of Negation, dude. Oh, that's a good Force of Negation, huh? That's appropriate. This is gonna get real fucked up if they didn't. Because the Chariot was like 4 creatures by itself, so it's like 8, 10 cards. It's gonna be pretty nutty. Still feeling good about my Hasty Esca's Chariot. Hey, not bad, not bad. Yeah, so that version of Reanimator, where you're just like putting a bunch of value cards into your deck, and then you can also like cheat out a fatty, tends to do better for me than just like straight blue-black or black-red. I'll often draft the straight 2-color decks just because it's a little bit more straightforward, right? A little bit more tires on the tracks. Nice to give the brain a break every once in a while. But I do think those like 4-color Atraxa decks win more. At least for me. I'm gonna take a bathroom break. And I hope you zesty cube perverts don't get up to anything too weird while I'm gone.